How to use Google Authenticator app. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'll show you on how you can do this quickly and easily. Want to keep your online accounts extra secure? Google Authenticator is one of the best two-factor authenticator app, which is 2FA, out there. And today, I'll show you exactly on how to use it. In this video, we'll cover what Google Authenticator is and why it's important, how to set it up step by step, how to use it to log in securely, what to do if you lose access to your codes. And so, let's get started. Basically, Google Authenticator is a two-factor authentication app that adds an extra layer of security to your online accounts. When you log in into a website or app that has two-factor enabled, you'll need two things. First things first, your password. This is the first layer of security. You need to go ahead and enter your password in order to access your account. And from there, a unique 6-digit code from the Google Authenticator, which is your second layer of protection. You can just go ahead and use this 6-digit code that changes every 30 seconds, making it nearly impossible for hackers to access your account even if they steal your password. And so, how can you go ahead and install Google Authenticator on your devices? Now basically, I have my Android emulator right here, so let's go ahead and use this as an example. But for iPhone users, it's pretty simple. You can just go ahead and follow along. The first thing that you want to do is to go ahead and open up your Play Store if you're on your Android devices. And if you're on your iPhone devices, you want to head over to the App Store. Once inside the said market or app downloader, you can basically go ahead and search for Google Authenticator right here. Right after, you can open up the official Google Authenticator app that has this logo and is made by the Google LLC. Once inside, you can go ahead and know that this is the official app by navigating through the bottom of your screen, and from here you can then go ahead and see the Google logo. They have made applications like the YouTube Kids, Google Docs, YouTube, Google Classrooms, and of course some Google services right here. So you can just go ahead and click on open, and now we can go ahead and integrate Google Authenticator into our accounts right here. So let's go ahead and click on open. Right after, we can now go ahead and click on get started. From here, you want to go ahead and choose your account, so you can just click on continue. And basically right after opening up or accepting the Google Drive or Google Authenticator, it will then go ahead and take you to this page right here where we can finally go ahead and add our codes. Now if you click on add a code button, it will then go ahead and prompt you to the screen where you have to choose between scan a QR code or enter a setup key. You can also go ahead and do this by clicking on the plus icon below your screen. And once again, you have your QR code and you have your enter setup key. Now the question is how can you go ahead and use this through your applications or accounts and more? Now basically to do this, it is extremely simple. The first thing that you want to do is to go ahead and head over to your application or online account. In my case, I'll go ahead and use Epic Games as an example. So let's just go ahead and search for Epic Games right here. And once inside, I'll go ahead and open up the official website. Now basically, this is my online account on an online gaming platform called Epic Games, and as you can see, it will then prompt me to basically enter my two-factor authenticator. As of right now, let's go ahead and use the confirm button right here, because I'm going to actually change this into something like the Authenticator app, which is the Google Authenticator from the settings of our account. So as of the moment, let's go ahead and use this as an example. And basically right after, we can then go ahead and navigate through the settings of our account. In our case, it's going to be Epic Games, so you can just navigate through your account logo. And from here, you can then go ahead and click on the account settings. Now take note that this is going to be different for every platforms out there. So for example, if you're using this two-factor authenticator into something like Snapchat, it's going to be a little bit different, but in general, we have the same structure or the same step-by-step procedure. Now, from here, you can then go ahead and see your account settings. Inside, we have the email preference, payment management, and more. This is basically the general settings of our account. So once inside, you can then navigate through a tab called password security or security for your account. in the Epic Games case, it's going to be the password and security tab. So let's just go ahead and navigate through this tab right here. And once inside, we then have to verify our account once more to access this page. So I'll just go ahead and click on continue. And basically, once inside the application settings right here, we can then go ahead and see the two-factor authenticator settings. Inside, as of the moment, we have selected the email two-factor authenticator. So in our case, since it's going to be Google Authenticator app, let's go ahead and select the Authenticator app right here. Use an Authenticator app as your two-factor authentication. You'll need to be asked to enter the security code provided by your Authenticator app. So if we go ahead and click on the Authenticator app right here, we then have the full list of how can we go ahead and enable this setting. Basically, let's go ahead and click on setup, click on continue, and from here, as I've mentioned previously, inside the Google Authenticator app, you have your QR code and you have your setup key. Now, if you want to go ahead and scan your QR code, it's pretty simple. You can just go ahead and click on this button, click on scan QR code, and it will easily integrate the two-factor authenticator into our application right here. But in our case, let's go ahead and use the manual entry key. To do this, you simply want to click on the manual entry key. Now take note that you want to go ahead and protect this manual key right here. You don't want to show this to anyone in order for them to access the two-factor authenticator. But in my case, since I'm going to change this and I'm going to remove all of this, I'll just go ahead and click on it. And once inside, you then have your entry key or setup key. So you can just go ahead and copy this key, go back to the application right here. And once inside, you then want to click on the enter setup key. In here, you have your code name, you have your key, and the type of key or the time-based or type of protection you want to go ahead and put into this specific key. So inside the code name, you can just go ahead and name this whatever you want to. I suggest naming it something different from the application that you want to go ahead and use it on. So let's just go ahead and say that you are using it to protect your Instagram. You can just go ahead and put something like Steam or Epic Games right here. So it's going to be harder for someone to access your account. But of course, you can always go ahead and do something like Epic Games and enter your key right here. So in our example, let's go ahead and do that. Enter your setup key right here. And right after, we then have the type of key, which is, as of the moment, it is selected on time-based. Now for time-based, it's going to change for every 30 seconds. This is the maximum security right here that you can go ahead and do for your account. For the second one, you have your counter-based. So if you go ahead and select this, Basically, this will increase the number of the setup key or authenticator key that you need to go ahead and enter each time. Now, in my case, I'm going to use the time-based. And so to proceed, click on add. And as you can go ahead and see, we now have the authenticator code right here. Now to integrate it to your Epic Games or any other account, you can just go ahead and copy this code right here. But take note that this code will expire every 30 seconds, so just go ahead and wait for a new one. And right after that, let's now go ahead and copy this code, paste it inside the Epic Games, click on Activate App, and it will easily integrate it into our account right here. Now we then have our backup codes that we can go ahead and keep safe. So you can just click on download or copy in order to keep these files or phrases safe. Click on done, and there you go. You successfully have integrated Google Authenticator app into one of your accounts. So if this video has been helpful, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.